Mic was not on. Thanks, Rare. I keep yapping away and mic was muted. Thank you. Speaking of, let's put some music on. That's what I get for letting Factorio run and not turn my PC on when I usually turn the mic on as well. So yeah, pro streamer here. Hi, Rare. Streamer, I can have some oil for my car. I don't think you want crude oil, but you're lucky we're refining the oil here into more fancy and useful things. Yeah, it happens. I'm part of a club now. Perfect. Let's see, naphtha. Does it even have a fuel value? Yeah, 154. Nope. You've done it a million times before? Yeah. Yeah, I have a physical switch that does for the compressor and the amp. So yeah, once it's off, like, you know, if it's a physical switch, there's no like, you want the crude oil for your coffee? Rare, the coffee's black enough without the crude oil. You need sugar, but we are getting to sugar actually, because in this game you can make sugar. Oh my god, I can type. You can make sugar in this game from sweet syrup, and that comes from tufa, which is kind of like a plant coming from the potato similar variant. You don't see color, only taste? Yeah, you probably want the sugar still. And then I think we also can make sugar out of, yeah, honey. So we're gonna breed some bees here that are a bit crazy though, because they eat entire cows as their, what do they eat actually? They eat ants, and they put their eggs into ants to hatch them, and then they eat Yadles. Who are the ones that I thought in the previous recipe they actually ate horses, I think. So they were pretty rough, but what do we have here now for our cuts? What we can do with them now is, yeah, they eat. Streamer won't let me consume crude oil? No. Gotta look out for your health. Sorry. Yeah, they only need the ants now to put their nests in. And then a bit of plant sap and red hot coke because they like it really fiery. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I'm still trying to... Don't be sad. You just need a better taste. Crude oil in coffee is just not good taste. Sorry. We don't have strip distillates yet, and we can't do anything else with that. We can make more high distillates out of this. How's my day been? Pretty good. I had a meeting at 6:30 in the morning, which was like, but I dragged myself out of bed. Meeting was good. Then I went on my run, did my chores, and then I streamed in the morning, and we made some good progress. What did we do? I already forgot. We did this here, which is stone produces a byproduct called kerogen. When you mine stone, you also get this stuff here that we don't want. So I built this to get rid of it and give us some nice juicy things like light oil, heavy oil, and condensates. Yeah, my team's pretty good. Like, it used to be that the people I worked with were yeah, they were pretty bad, really, really bad. But this team is actually pretty competent, so I'm very happy about that. Like, the old team was, people would literally come to me and be like, to someone who's like a higher level than them, and be like, yo, go fix this for me, and give me an error message. And I, like, with that attitude, right? Like, I'm too good to look at this. And then I literally copy the error message into Google, and there's like the first 10 results of the solution. Like, those kind of people I was working with. And then I took my team and got out of that and moved us to a completely new team. And that new team is great. Like, they're all competent. The only downside is every single person is in Europe, so all the meetings are in the morning, and it's really difficult to, you know, collaborate with them because we don't even have a single minute of overlapping work time, right? So it's either like 7 a.m. meetings for me or like, you know, 5 p.m. meetings for them. So it's always a struggle. But otherwise, I do like the new team, so I'm happy with that. Yeah, that's why I have to get up so early. Time zones. Time zones be time zoning. Can't do much about that. Why do you have no power? You're powerless. Yeah, so that's the reason I have to be up so early. And I should go to bed earlier, but you know how it is. And there's this one weird streamer on that plays Lies of P and then stays on till like 12:30, and you know. Hey Nikolai, greetings from Sweden, enjoying bourbon in the middle of the night. Very nice. Cheers to you. I'm still here trying to figure out how we fund these 250-degree steam in the masses we need them. And it's looking dark. I think the strip distillates, we will get a bunch of gasoline out of it, which would be enough. But we don't have strip distillates yet, so... Put your bad sleeping habits on me, mister. Point. We have, if you have BTTV installed, we do have Dixie Point. You can point with Dixie at me. Yeah, trying to figure out how we get all this. Oh, a heavy oil. Heavy oil could fund this for us, I think. So steam boiling, we use heavy oil. Yeah, we blow through most of our heavy oil, which is unfortunate. But what does heavy oil go into kerosene? You can't see it. You probably, yeah. If you have BTTV, like, and go to YouTube, it should have asked you at some point if you want to allow it on YouTube. But yeah, I don't know how to, if you once declined to enable it again. Let me see. When you go on the extension and in the extension menu, go to Better TTV and then click on the 3 dots and go to Manage Extension. It should have automatically allow access to the following sites, and should be Twitch TV and YouTube.com should be enabled. That's the only thing I know how you could check that and enable it. So we can do it with heavy oil, which gets rid of most of our low distillates, and we get more residual oil, which is different from residual mixture. Let's remove all of that. And we can make residual mixture out of residual oil. Good, so let's unlink all of these. We get 70 residual mixture per second, 71 heavy oil, medium distillates, condensate, and high distillates. Didn't it make sense what I said? On the top bar to the right side of your address bar, there should be like a thing, a weird squiggly shaped thing. When you hover over it, it says extensions. When you click on it, it shows you all the extensions, like, you know, Acrobat PDF, Better TTV, 7TV, whatever. No, you don't have to connect it to Twitch. You just need the Better TTV plugin, and then go to the extensions thing on the right side of the address bar. There should be Better TTV, and then click the 3 dots. Dog Dick Victor. Nice. And then just manage extension or right click on Better TTV and do manage extension, and it should have Twitch and YouTube showing as site access, and probably it's disabled for YouTube for you. I can make some screenshots later. I mean, I guess I can. Factorio's always intrigued me, but it seems like it might be a headache to get into. Any thoughts? It can be a bit overwhelming when you start out right from scratch. But I suggest you give it a try. Like what I am playing is like with this is one of the biggest mods that exists for Factorio. And we are here in the second science category. You will be this in base Factorio in 10 hours. Yeah, you got it. Dixie point. There you go. And Cameron's favorite, Wheating. So this is like the extreme version of Factorio. Like this is very, very big, very long. This is like a 1,000-hour game. So if you play Factorio and get started, everything will be much easier. You make progress much faster. And tips I can give you is just when you research something new, remember that this is something you can build next. So you always have a goal. Make the next research your goal of what you're aiming for. And just enjoy. Play your first playthrough with biters, like with the enemies. It's just part of the game. And enjoy. And if you get stuck, there is a great channel on YouTube that has a lot of tips and stuff like that. He's called Nilaus. He also streams. Let me get the link. He has a lot of introductory content and, you know, help you get started with specific builds in vanilla. And if you have any questions, you can always come here and ask them as well. I'm happy to help. Cameron Kid is also playing Factorio, and he just started. So let me get him. Like when he's usually playing on Saturdays, so you can like check him out. And you know, he's also very early in the game, so you two can talk about your early game progress and challenges and how you solved them. So yeah, but anytime you have questions, you can come in here and let me know, and I try to help you. I'm just trying to figure out where all of these are going. What are we building up there? Oh, they're all bringing 2 coal at a time into the train. That entire swarm of bots that is coming over here now is just to fill this train with a little bit of coal. I may have forced Cam to convince him to play Factorio, and he said he loves it, and he's endlessly happy that I did that, and he wants to give me all his money now because he's so happy with Factorio. That's what happened. Go ask him. And the tool that I'm using, you don't need that for vanilla Factorio, but it's called Yet Another Factorio Calculator. That allows you to explore recipes outside of Factorio. It's a separate program, but it's really great. It can even deal with these complicated recipes. Happy? Yeah, he's very happy. I mean, he said he wants to take a little break now because he wants to play another game because Factorio is kind of stressful, I guess. But, you know. All right, so I think we go with the heavy oil route. We lose a bunch of heavy oil and we lose a bunch of low distillates. What else can we make out of low distillates? Coal gas. Oh, and BTX. Yeah, we get BTX another way too. But we need a little bit of heavy oil. You told him if he takes a break, Yes. He's gonna break his fingers. I can't break his fingers because then he can't play anymore. See the issue here? You know, the other thing I want to find out, if we make kerosene, do we get more out of it? 74, 64. No, kerosene is even worse. Yeah, we lose a bunch. We lose a bunch of fuel value actually when we do that. His toes, yeah, we can do that. I think we agree. I mean, you're the master of breaking your toes, right? You know, dropping doors on it and stuff like that. So I leave that to you. That seems to be your forte. Okay, what I want to figure out is 74 Let's use syngas, whatever. 74 kerosene. And I'm gonna do electricity generating. And I wanna have, let's say 200 megawatt. I'm just clumsy. You always put yourself in these situations, shall we say, right? Okay, production recipe for hot molten salt. We get the hot molten salt from not a gas power plant. That's was it refined syngas? From oil power plant. Why does it only produce 200? Wait, this produces 225 megawatts out of 20 kerosene per second? No fucking way. 30 high pressurized steam per second, we get 225 megawatts? You're quitting situations no more after today? Could you please do that? Like, actually follow through? Or are you saying tonight in stream, you're gonna tell us about yet another situation that he got into since yesterday? Is that what you're trying to say? So this is a huge amount of power that we get from kerosene. Do we get like... We get 800 megawatts if we convert all of the heavy oil into kerosene. Listen, I'm listening, Rare. Tell me all about it. Runs away. Fine. So we might actually switch to coke. So out of the kerosene we make here, right? We make 800 megawatts of electricity. If I now do the electricity generating from a coal power plant, we need how much coke? Also only 22 coke per second. So yeah, they do a lot. So we can go either way. Is the heavy oil more valuable? We can also make heavy oil directly from bitumen and chromium. That is interesting to know, because I haven't considered that here in the bitumen recipe. That we can use bitumen to make heavy oil directly. So bitumen can be then converted to pretty much power directly, because we can make heavy oil into kerogen, which is really powerful. And for this, we could use coke and then export the coke. Make more coke so we can sell this to troubled inner city kids. Different kind of coke, Rare, different kind of coke. The coke that these different troubled inner city kids used to carry around and the product of the coal mines they were in. You know, similar but different, just slightly different, if you know what I mean. Okay, I'd say we use kerosene. No, we use heavy oil to power this, because we can get heavy oil directly from bitumen and we can fire a power plant from this. So let's do that. Remove electricity. I'm just still surprised how much power we can get out of this. 800 megawatts out of a bit, same thing, yeah, out of a bit of crude oil. That's pretty good. All right, so switch that to heavy oil. Let's remove that. Oh, we do need to have heavy oil. There you go. Why are you saying 0 now? Can't we link? Oh, we can't link it. That's right. Okay, so what are we going to do is we crack the crude oil. We get condensates, high distillates, and medium distillates. The low distillates, in theory, can make BTX. Okay, how about we export low distillates as well? So we only make as much heavy oil as we absolutely need in the burners, but we don't store any. And your brain hurts from this. Nikolai, let me promise you, this is way more complicated than basic Factorio is. So going through all these recipes, that is Pyanodons, and that is something, you know, I played 2,800 hours of this game. For me, this is super fun because I already know all the basics and have played the base game a ton of times and the DLC as well. So, you know, it's very different. Your experience with the base game will be much simpler. The base game oil recipe is in the beginning. You put in oil, you get out 3 liquids, and that's it, right? That's all the oil you need to deal with. You don't have this steam that you need to generate and all these alternatives and branching recipes and stuff like that. It is much simpler. Like in vanilla Factorio, oil in, I think light oil and heavy oil out, and maybe one more thing. So you get 3 liquids out and that's it, right? You just need to deal with these 3 liquids, and that was all the oil thing. And then out of the oil, you make, I think it was heavy oil, light oil, and petroleum gas. Out of the petroleum gas, you make plastic, and that's it. So it's much simpler. But yeah, give Factorio a try. I think you might enjoy it. It's by far not as complicated as what I'm doing here right now. All right, I think we have a winner. It hurts, but in a fun way. Yeah, that is, there's a reason the Pyanodons community in Discord is called like the biggest Factorio masochist community. Because it hurts, but you know, as you said, in a fun way. And are you fueled now? You are fueled now, which is perfect. So I send you here. And you are my last mining train. Very good. Now, let's start with oil. It shouldn't be a big build, right? We want to squeeze it in here. Let me get a bigger snapshot of what we have here, to be honest, because I might want to squeeze it in just a bit more. There we go. Good, so input will be... we need gasoline for this, okay. We do have gasoline on the network, so we don't have to worry about that little bit of gasoline. So we bring in crude oil. So let's get our blueprint for actually 6R fluid unloading. And this is crude oil we get from our mines, so to say, our oil derricks. And we want 100,000. We want 2 trains full of oil here, and this can hold 100,000, I think. So we need to add a few more containers here so we can deal with the full train load. And I'm not gonna do the... do I do the input-output one? We can do this again. This is also something that you won't do in vanilla Factorio unless you really want to feel the pain. It is having one train come in that can unload one liquid, but also load another liquid at the same time. Then again, I kind of want to keep this free for oil to be delivered without interruption. So let's remove this. Let's just unload oil here and be done with it. So crude oil minus 100K. I think by default it sets it to 50K, but let's set it to 50K per train. Let's make it 100. Yeah, 100 is fine. Like there's always going to be a train on the way, and then 2 trains when we're absolutely empty. Good. The next thing we will output now. Let's go to YAFC real quick. So I don't want the residual oil. I actually want to convert it into residual mixture, so we only have residual mixture to output. So we have residual mixture, heavy oil. We won't put output heavy oil. So let's set this as 3. Oh no, this one. Yeah, it shouldn't be linked then, I guess. Yeah. So So this is 150, we need 125, good enough. And we're not having half buildings, so we're gonna build 3 buildings anyway. But that tells us, you know, we have low distillates, residual mixture, medium distillates, and high distillates. So I'm gonna do the distillates first. Let's do high and medium, and let's mark all of this so we know what on earth we're doing. So this is crude oil in. I'm going to put down a 4L fluid loading. This is a R. 4R fluid loading. And we can squeeze it in here. And now here we can load 2 of them, 2 liquids. So the first one will be high distillates. And the other one mid distillates, or medium. So up here, high distillates, and down here, medium distillates. What do we have left is what I want to say. We have low distillates, condensates, and residual mixture. So we need this again. And then one final one here, where we can delete. Do we need lubricant? No, we don't need lubricant. So we can delete everything down here. And this is everything we need. The good thing is we don't need inserters on this build, and that will make it much, much easier. Oh, come on, select the right thing. There we go. Because inserters are really what is stopping our factory from growing right now. We are short 500 fast inserters and 100 yellow inserters. And we are very much bottlenecked on simple circuit boards right now. So this not needing any simple circuit boards is beautiful news, especially not needing any inserters. So we're gonna connect up here. That should do the trick. We will put our power provider for the sandbox here to check if everything is connected. Looks like it. So we have low distillates and how they called? Condensates. So I'm missing a C and 8s. Condensates. And then the last one is residual mixture. Good, well now let's get to the cracking. We can start with 10 DDCs to crack this. So how big are 10 DDCs? Yeah, they should easily fit in here. These are 9, one more DDC. I don't think we can put them that close because they have tons of outputs. But just to get a measure. There we go. And now let's wire this one up. We have so many different inputs. It's crazy. So crude oil will be here. Low distillates will be here. Residual mixture will be here. Low distillates, so these are high distillates, will be here. Steam comes from top. And then medium distillates are here. And condensates we have to do on the top row as well. So quite a mess here. And we can do 1, 2. Do they all connect? Almost. This one needs another one here. One, two. Wait, are we off by one? All right, I will be going now. Cozy stream will definitely watch again, especially if I wind up playing Factorio. yeah, have a nice day. Have a nice night for you. It's day for me. It's 4:39 p.m. So still daytime for me. Thank you for stopping by and good luck on Factorio. I hope you will enjoy it. All right, we are here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Now, crude in. Let us create some magic crude to plan. Crude goes in here. And you need steam and power. Good. Well, the annoying thing is we need to kickstart it somehow. Because it needs a bit of steam. So I think we're gonna do an electric boiler and just murder our power network even worse. But yeah, electric boiler to kickstart the steam, and then we go from there. Now, we take 2.5 or 3 compressors and the low distillates. Let's all route them to where they belong first. So high distillates go here. Oil high distillates. Then we have low distillates. Go all the way down here. Medium distillates are hiding here. Almost. These are medium distillates, high distillates, medium distillates, low distillates, condensate, and residual mixture is still missing. So condensates, they're up here. And we bring them over here. And then residual mixture, where are you hiding? Here. Almost here is fine. Does it fit behind there? Yeah. There we go. All right, all of them are wired up. A little spaghetti, but a little spaghetti never hurt, right? Anybody? So now we need steam. We will take the low distillates. And here we need a little bit of a buffer. And we just need a small one, but I do like, this tank is pretty good. Where are the low distillates? They are here. We're gonna go here, here. This needs to move out of the way a bit. Oh, these connect, perfect. So we're gonna put a pump here and connect it to the storage tank. And we say enable, disable when anything is greater than, let's say 1000. So if you have 1000 low distillates in here, then pump it out to the system that stores it for the export, right? And that assures that we have priority for making the steam. And this pumps it out to the steam making. So we need 3 compressors for cracking that. Make heavy oil out of this. Oh, and we need gasoline. Okay, so we need another one. Yeah, we could figure out how to do it with need to connect the red one though. Oops, that was the wrong button. So this one will be an inside deliver and remove one. So that's gasoline. This one will be unloading. And this one will be loading, and we need a special logic for that. So this one works for loading, but we can make a different one. We connect this one to the red wire, and we don't need the ingredients or what the station brings. And then here we do if. I mean, we can do if anything, to be honest. If anything is false when there are no inputs. So if anything is smaller than 0, you load, because that means this has a request for us to lose something, right? And then on this side, we have if enable disable if everything is greater than 0. Oh no, anything. So it should be anything. So now nothing is here. None of them should be working. But when a train arrives and it says minus something residual mixture, these all turn on. And when it says plus gasoline, these turn on. It's a little bit complex with the Cybersyn network, but this should work. This should give us exactly what we want. And this is filters when you have 2 inserting. And quartz processing stage 2 is done. What are we researching next? Oh, we researched quite a bit. This is the really important one. Light oil processing 2 gives us strip distillates, which means we get gasoline. Methanol is one of the very important ones. Diesel, I think, is good because it has a high fuel value, but I think we need it for other things too. The good thing is we can use aromatics. Hydrogen is very expensive, but we have some left over. Aromatics and naphtha isn't too bad. Petroleum gas from aromatics, also with hydrogen, and then cumene. Cumine's going to become important later down the road. So yeah, that is the big one we want for the methanol, potentially for simple circuit boards. But what next? We already have... Oh, it's already enqueued. Advanced mining facilities unlocks EVA, which is way far away. Light oil processing stage 2 we already have. What do we need for red circuits? Oh, they're PyScience too, yeah. Good. Rayon. What do we need for PyScience 2? We need water invertebrates to get to Sepiers and Yadals. We need Corlexes. Cobalt processing. Is there anything that gives us any benefits right now to anything that we have researched already? I don't think so. Guar is this one. That is a very specific, that doesn't really lead into anything right now. Pyrite is for PyScience 2 stuff. Mycology leads us to PyScience 2, so mycology is one, and then Corlexes. Arcade upgrade we could do, but it's very expensive. 5,000 research. It's going to be a while. We're probably not going to play with that one to begin with. Yeah, we can do Cobalt. Into Moondrop stage 2. That actually might be very interesting. So we go Moondrop stage 2 because Moondrops might be something we have to do to make methane. And so we can use fertilizer for that to create more methane, which is good. We might not do it if we have methanol. So yeah, something to think about in the future when we make the new basic, the simple circuit boards. But for now, nothing to worry about. So gasoline is output here. Residual mixture is here. Where can we squeeze it through here? Can we squeeze it through here? Yep, looks good. Off by 1, as usual. There we go. So we have gasoline. Let's make it magically appear in our sandbox here. And then we need water, which is not a problem. And then we bring you here. Then water goes all the way up here. We're running very tight here. Actually, we don't fit it here. We need to move one up. Well, that's fine. There we go. Gasoline just needs another connection here. It doesn't reach. Oh, we moved it over by one, that's why. There we go. The gasoline is flowing, water we do on the other side. And then steam here we do on the lowest. That is actually steam that connects perfectly, which is great. And then we have residual oil and heavy oil. Wait, what steam is this? This is 150 degree steam. So this is throwaway steam. This does not connect. So we put a exhaust here. This is not the steam we want. This is steam that we want to get rid of. And then we have the heavy oil. Okay, so the thing is we need to kickstart it with some steam. And I think what we do is we put an electric boiler here. To kickstart it. Obviously needs power. And this one needs water anyway, so we put one of these water wells here. Do this, and then come down here for the water that is required up here. And we don't need this one. We don't need this one. We do need this one. We do need this one. No, we don't need this one. Let's get rid of the excess ones that point to the right side so we don't accidentally contaminate it. So you are missing low distillates. Can someone explain why there's no Factorio in this Factorio stream? Sorry. This is Factorio. We were planning a second ago. Hey Casper, how's it going? I always forget to switch back from Yafk. And we don't need it on this side. We don't need it on this side. And we need some power. And that gives us heavy oil. Thanks for letting me know. And then, well, the last step is... Oh, we boiled the heavy oil this time. Yeah, we don't even convert it. So we need 7 oil burners. And we finally kickstarted it. This is working now, so we can turn this off. We are making some heavy oil here in these really loud machines. And the heavy oil will be burned in oil burners, 7 of them. And we can just put them here. Seven, there we go. And we have the water here, so we feed the water in here. Let's leave it like this. Feed in the heavy oil. Clear the water, because there should be no water. It should be heavy oil. Let's keep connecting that again until I fixed my errors. Here, that should be heavy oil coming in here. All right. It has water in it. That doesn't work. All right. Are all of you happy now? Why do you have steam on this side? Let's remove them. So all of them should be happy now. Very good. Always difficult to see where what is going with these. And then now we have to squeeze the steam in somehow here. No, we will not have this. All right, that should be working now. Good, this is the build for cracking crude oil. And we should be collecting our low distillates until we have 1,000 of them, because we don't use all of that heavy oil to make steam. And yeah, we let this one run. How much does it use? 150 kilowatts? That's not much. Good. Now, what are these short of? Steam, 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 steam. Okay, we can just let them ramp up. That should be it for now. We have some high distillates. We have some medium distillates. Yeah, that was the wrong pipeline. Connected at some point. We have some condensates. Low distillates we don't have yet because we primarily use them to make steam. And then residual mixture we have as well. So out of this we get, which is probably full, residual oil. And we need one mixer to take the residual oil and some steam, which we can take from here, actually. Funnily enough, it's gonna be even tighter around here. And the residue, actually we can do that up here. We don't need to bring it down. We need to avoid it anyway, but residual mixture needs a mixer. Oh, that's pretty big. We do it down here. Never mind. And we make residual. Oh, we need ash here for that. Residual oil, ash, and steam into residual mixture. Yeah, we can bring in some ash. It's not a big deal. It's kind of a waste of a train for that. And it would have been better to have coke burned here, so we can do that right away, but then we wouldn't even have the residual mixture anyway. Let's bring in ash. So be it. We have 4R loading. 4R unloading. And we request some ash. We don't need 40,000. We need... Actually, 40,000. Yeah, 40,000 is the level of... Let's say we need 10k ash, and we let a train leave with 10k in it. Not 10W, 10k. So trains will only bring 10k to us instead of a full 40k, which is rarely required. Now we need some inserters, and I'm sad about it. Oh well. Now we also need lubricant. Well, great. Do we have lubricant here? This is lead. There's lube right here. There we go. Hello. What was it? Yuki, right? I always forget the Twitch names. All right, so this one should be lube. This should be fine. We unload the ash. Let's first bring the steam here. This is the steam. There we go. While you were working, I can't help you. You just gotta listen while you're working. That's okay. And then do we finagle that somewhere through here? No, I think we go back here. This is already a mess enough. And then the residual oil we need to get down here somewhere as well. Here, I think, works. A lot of spaghetti here. There we go. In the end, hey self, I bet you don't have enough lube or iron. I do have enough lube. Let me show you. We're all lubed up here. We're professional lubers. We have 100,000 of lube. Lube made out of fish oil and ash. So we're professional lubers here. Thank you very much. Iron, we still have enough. Right now we're working on oil, cracking crude oil into all its constituent parts, high distillates, medium distillates, low distillates, condensates, and residual mixture. We need some gasoline in and some ash in. Yeah, fish oil. So I breed the fish, I slaughter the fish and get fish oil out of them, and then add some ash and yeah, wanted to fuck. Automat didn't like that. Yeah, this is Pyanodons mods. This is the biggest mod pack in Factorio. And so yeah, it's very modded. We actually can grow our own fish here. Where do we bring our ash? I think we take this. Automat can floss with my butt hairs. Yeah. Yeah, there are no settings here in YouTube for Automat. It's so far it's been pretty okay. Can't complain with it about it. So I don't think I can even turn it off. So it's okay. I just have to click a button here and there. And there we go. How much do you need? 2.5 per second. So that is 2 of these, 1 mechanical inserter. And 1 is enough. Is it just yellow track still? Yeah, we're 170 hours in and we have yellow belts. And it's gonna be a very long time till we get to the red ones. The red ones are the next science pack. And they need complex circuits board, which are the next circuit board, which is, yeah, a handful. So these are another 100 hours or so away. And to show you, like, this is logistics too. All the red ones are still things we need to do. So, yeah. We're quite a bit away. It is a very long game. Are you shitting me? They need complex circuit boards? Yep. Not the belts, but the splitters need complex circuit boards. And these complex circuit boards are really complex. Let me show you. Electronics too. Yeah, we need batteries, optical fiber, a simple circuit board, diodes, microchips, medium power resistors, transistors, electrolytic capacitors, toroidal inductors, MOSFETs, PCB or PC substrate, and solder. These are complex circuit boards in Pyanodons for you. And yeah, that's why it's gonna be a while till we have red splitters. So, welcome to Pyanodons. Hey Baron, I've completed Bob Angel back in the day. I've completed C-Block and run the Discord, and I've knocked down Space Age and most of space exploration, but Pyanodons, that thing, it scares me. It is very scary, but you know, maybe give it a try, and as long as you go in it with, like I do, with no expectations, just play for the fun of it, you know, it's not too bad. It's just a lot of things. Oh, so you're mentally ill too. I didn't know for sure, but now I do. It's called fun. Excuse me. But yeah, we're a bit away from those, but yeah. So, where was I? Ash. Let's test this real quick. There we go. Since you're in the deep magic of logistics, you don't have bugs on at least? No, no bugs. There are no biters in this. I don't really enjoy the biters. They're just a nuisance most of the time. You know, they're good for the first time of you playing it, but after that, they are... you telling me we can't make it through here? Fine. We'll move over by a bit. So demanding. Gotta have bugs nodders. Nope. I have bugs enabled for my space age run, and that was a solid 10 hours of cleaning out bugs before I could leave the planet, and I'm good. I did it once. You're a software engineer, Baron, now? Now, Baron? It's the vast horizontal scaling you need that unmatched from Pi. The lack of vertical progress is what hurts, I think. Yeah, you need a lot of stuff for each science tier and each circuit board. So it is... You have long stretches where nothing is, you know, a success moment or something like that. So that hurts for sure. Oh, and that way I wasn't connected. There we go. You have no power because you were what connected everything to power. Got it. There we go. You have ash, residual mixture and steam, and you make residual mixture. That I need to get rid of still. Okay, I gotta eat post-leg day food and shower, so we'll be lurking in and out. All right, have a good shower and enjoy your foods. I need to eat still too. I had like some sashimi for lunch again, and that was about it. I gotta have pizza for dinner from yesterday. It's gonna be so great. All right, let's bring it down here. Actually, no, we bring it down here first and then go here. Go eat? Yeah, I will eat. I will eat when rare starts, I think. Okay, there we go. Good. These emotes are terrible. I have BTTV emotes. If you have BTTV enabled on YouTube, you know, we have better ones, but you need to have BTT enabled for YouTube. Or Pixie Point. But yeah, you need BTTV enabled on YouTube to see those. If anybody's wondering what the hell I'm typing here, like these are emotes if you have better Twitch TV plugin enabled on YouTube. Okay, we are still lacking steam. And what are you lacking? Are you full of this steam? Right. We need an overflow valve into a exhaust pipe. Wait, that's residual mixture. Where's the steam? We do that here, over here. Is that different plugging for the browsers? Yeah, it should be in your extensions. It should be either in... so it's not a different plugin from Twitch. So if you have BTTV for Twitch, it's the same plugin. You just have to allow it on YouTube. So if you have it installed, if you have installed BTTV for Twitch, it works on YouTube. but you need to allow it access to youtube.com. If you right click on it and go to manage extension, then you should see Twitch TV and youtube.com, and you need to enable youtube.com. And then it should work. You know what I mean? Good. Permissions data? No, it should be just if you have BTTV, Better TTV installed, it's just manage extensions, and then it should have site access. And Twitch TV and YouTube.com should already be pre-selected, at least on Chrome. I don't know on Firefox, to be honest, if you use Firefox. It should have asked you the first time it was installed when it had YouTube, when you went to YouTube, and when you denied it, I think you just have to go to its settings, and it should already say Twitch and YouTube, and you have to enable the YouTube switch. All right, this is working, and we need how many of those? We need just one of them. Good. You do be using Firefox? I don't know if I have it installed in Firefox. I don't think I have it on Firefox. Yeah, I don't have it on Firefox. Sorry. But pretty much it's my first message about Firefox got denied. YouTube's like, we're not talking about Firefox here, excuse me. That is hilarious. Oh, come on, go to the right side. Come on. God damn it. There we go. Good. Is this everything? Yeah, we need ash. We only request 10K. Yeah, the rest should be working. All of these are working, which means we can disable this one. We're gonna leave it here because we need it to initially spin it up. But once it's spinning, we shouldn't need this anymore. Good, let's copy it out. Where were we? Here? There we go. And this is all covered? Almost. So we need to drive up there and put down 2 more of the towers, but you see, you know, all the entities are now missing construction bots. It's always a balance between either we have enough bots, and yeah, bring me this inserter. Oh, we have 75. This is great news. So let's drive up there and put down the remaining... Oh, we can't make it back here. Okay. Where's something missing? Somewhere here is a track missing. All right, let's go here first, fix the track. Hi, mini mustache. Keck W. Yeah. All right, let me have a sip. Good, good. Let's figure out why I can't drive on this route. I have rails. Yeah, I have rails. Yeah, there's 2 rails missing. Congratulations. Bots. You missed those 2. Now hop in and it continues. Yeah, now it works. Perfect. Let's go here. And just stay there. I don't have construction zone extenders. Can I build some? Nope. Back we go. Bad me. I forgot those. But you know, we're just gonna take a little tour on the train. Explore our new blueprint that we put down. You know, you gotta make a initial check. Oh, look at that. All the buildings are actually put down. We still have a few holes in it, but overall we're getting there. Oh, the shale oil is already done? That was fast. That was really fast. So we need to hook it up. We need to enable the stations. Yeah, the insert. Actually, we have a few inserters everywhere, which is great. Even here, I am so surprised. So we can actually start this. These need to be removed. But I'm extremely surprised by this and very happy to see this. So we have station is... should be T, right? No, we put it on M. M, we request Kerogen. Stack size 100. So we have 2,000 times 4 is 8,000. Yep, that's what we're requesting. And then we make this shale oil input Kerogen. And are we getting a delivery? The answer is no. Is Kerogen... Oh my god, it removed all the blueprints again because it took too long. It's so dumb. Okay, can you put this... Can you put these two there? That would be great. And then we have... Yeah, that was a 6. I need to put it down again. That was a 6L unloading. Why does that not fit? I don't know. So these power poles should be put down soon, and then this one should kick in and finish this. But that is Kerogen, and we have a 6 long, which is what I was wondering if we were building for 4 or 6. But it's 6 on the mining network, so we request just normal from the mining network. Ash is output, right? Yeah. So that is the trash network, and we provide only. We don't need that locked slot. That's fine. This is shale oil output ash. Train limit 3. Now, heavy oil and light oil. These should work with the filters, right? Yeah, so that should work out of the box. Heavy oil and light oil. This is shale oil, output heavy oil and light oil. All right, send to train, set range limit. There we go. 3. Is provide, on what network are you on? You're on A. And then you as well. Condensates and lube. Okay, this is provide and request. And I think we already changed them. Yeah, lubricant is greater than 0 and condensates is smaller than 0. Yep. Train limit 3, priority is 50. There we go. I'm gonna name it shale oil output condensates input lubricant. There we go. Are you network A? You're network A now, and you should have a train incoming now for lubricant, right? One train cannot find path to destination. Yeah, because you're too far up. Just drive there and wait. Good train. All right, where was I? Oh, because we're not requesting, you know, that would help. Yeah, so the green network is the one that has the amounts, and the red one is that sets the filters. So perfect. That is exactly what we want. We want a constant combinator. Connect those, and we want lubricant. Minus 3,000. And the custom minimum amount you're gonna drive with is 2,000. And that should bring us lube, and it should work. And ideally, I would see that right now and make sure it doesn't mess up, but we need condensates in there to really check. If it goes wrong, it's gonna load condensates in, and once the train returns to the depot, Cybersyn will scream at us and say, hey, I have contents in my cargo, something is wrong. If it doesn't do that, hopefully everything just works. That would be great. And then this needs to be built. Are these scheduled already? I don't think so. So yeah, this will eventually be built. And we wanted to drive up here to put down more of these construction zone extenders. So let's grab some of these and get that done. These are a bit away, I think. Where were they again? You are after Elysia's. Good, good. Let's gotta do a little tour through the base. Our Rauks still doing well. Workers' food doing well, so we get some Nexalit. These are all our slaughtering products that make some energy on the side for whatever is excess. And then here we should have our extenders. Also, we have our production of robots here. We're still short on gearboxes. Wow. Let's bring 20. Can never hurt. And let's put them down. Science is going. It takes an hour now to finish science, but it's fine. Like, we have a lot of things to do now. We still have bitumen that we can deal with. Yeah, give me my inserter. Thank you. We still have a lot of inserters to catch up on, right? We need 523 inserters. That's just going to get more. I have 78 on me, so I can start specific builds and put like a few in, not all of them, just a few. To make it work. And this one's going to be good because it doesn't need a lot of inserters. It's going to be easy to start. And well, that was just the first part, right? That just gives us the distillates and the condensates and some residual mixture. And next up, we need to deal with these things, right? So after I put down the extension turrets thingy, extenders. Good, where are they? We have some down here, but here we're running out. So let's hop out here and put some down here. How does it look? There you go. That should cover everything. We just bring some power over. Yeah, everything my robots can build is faster than what the base robots can build in general. So I'll let them do their work. And then we need to come up here as well and put down another construction extender. Come on, robots, faster. Y'all got your stuff so I can move again? Oh, I'm so slow. There we go. That should fill everything. Yeah. Don't get run over by a train, that'd be nice. Good, should cover everything now, right? Yep, looks like it. Except this bit of rail, but it's complete, so we don't care about it. Yeah, we let the robots build it. Shouldn't take too long. And next we figure out what we're gonna on in YAFC. So we have, let's remove this. This is irrelevant now. So condensates give us refined natural gas, which gives us formaldehyde, which is very important for simple circuit boards. High distillates give us naphtha, which is important for kickstarting bitumen. Medium distillates give us strip distillates, which isn't important right now. Interesting, we can use medium distillates and make high distillates out of it, which pretty much only gives us naphtha. Oh, and condensed distillates, which can give us petroleum gas. But yeah, not much of it. And naphtha can give us... Oh, naphtha is used for rare earth mining. Well, that's why it makes sense. And for syngas. Tall oil. Yeah, we need it for bitumen. But then, you know, bitumen can self-sustain its naphtha. But, you know, by just, you know, splitting the high distillates into condensed distillates and naphtha. And the condensed distillates, yeah, it's just petroleum gas. So that would be a simple chain to enable bitumen creation. What calculator is this? This is yet another Factorio calculator. And once Nightbot wakes up, the link should show up. Nightbot usually takes a few seconds. Also, welcome in Moscow. So medium distillates, strip distillates, that's one of the most valuable ones we still have to research, because strip distillates give us cumene, methanol, benzene, gasoline, and a good amount of these, but we can't do that yet. You're welcome. And low distillates gives us coal gas and heavy oil. And heavy oil gives us kerosene, which gives us a lot of power. And residual mixture is coke. Lots of coke. Actually, not that much. Yeah, we only get 11 coke per second out of this and 3 coke oven gas. So, yeah, not a lot. Bitumen is really the one that amps up the amount of residual mixture you get. Yeah, with this little, it doesn't really matter, but the coke oven gas 500 would be nice to stabilize our hot air. Anyway, I think naphtha is the first way to go. And condense distillates into petroleum gas right now. Good, it's also a small build. We just import medium distillates. Let's just change this to medium distillates. And we want to have, let's say, minus 500 per second. Oh, we need high distillates. Whoops. There you go, minus 500 per second. We need 50 gasoline per second, which is quite a bit. But we get 375 naphtha, which is a lot. We can make some syngas out of it, or tall oil. What does tall oil give us? Nothing. Benzene and aromatics with light oil. Doesn't seem to be worth it, to be honest. Yeah, the petroleum gas is nice. What do we do with petroleum gas? MIBC needs petroleum gas, but MIBC is blue science relevant, so not right now. We also don't make acetone directly right now. So we can make Nexilate out of petroleum gas. That is interesting. So yeah, that is something we can build. Let's rename this high distillates. And in the factory, I will let the bots build this. Have our bots help out a bit. And I think the plan for tomorrow is to build all of these further processings of high distillates, medium distillates, low distillates, condensates, and residual mixture. And for now, today, I'm going to call it a day. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for lurking. Thank you for chatting. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I will be streaming again tomorrow, probably in the afternoon Pacific time, because I'm busy in the morning. Maybe a morning stream. I will have to play it by ear. We will see. But thank you all for being here. If you're new, hit subscribe so you know when I go live, or join the Discord that is linked in the chat. And I wish everybody an amazing rest of your day. Hopefully see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.